It's your boy Keenan. You know what time it is. Keenan just felt like cooking. Right now I'm about to whoop up a little soup. I have some stuff in the refrigerator. Have some meat thawed out. I'm like, oh, what can I make up? What can we just put together real quick to eat nice, hearty, and healthy? Very fortunate to do that. Check this out. Okay, so what I'm going to start off using is just boneless pork cushion tri-tip. Yeah. Carne de puerco sin hueso. Okay, I just said that. And to that, we're gonna saute up some of these mushrooms. You know, I'm gonna go ahead. This is a pretty small onion, so I'm gonna use this whole onion. I'm gonna chop that up. And found this in the stove. You know, and definitely want to see what it tastes like. We're gonna use that for some flavor. We're gonna add one of these cans of tomato sauce to it. Some crushed garlic, minced garlic. I love this stuff out the jar. And then I'm gonna add some of these Fideo noodles. And it says cut Fideo #1. So this is my first time using these, but I saw my man Francisco use them, and I definitely want to check them out. And to the seasoning, of course, we're gonna get our Goya on. I'm gonna add a little chili powder and some black pepper. All right, man, check that out. That's a good little spread. Let's get this going. All right, so I wanted to show this meat, and this is some good chunks of meat right here. There's 3 pieces in there, as you can see, but that's getting saved because I'm putting some smoke on that with that orange rub I made. Yeah, be sure to check that video out. And I mean, man, look at this. It's a good piece. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this up, cube it up, some nice little pieces. And then we're going to get the brown on this bad boy up. Back in a minute. Yeah, so went on ahead and diced up that pork. And like I said, I saved a piece because I want to put it on some smoke. And I seasoned it pretty heavily. Like about 2 tablespoons of this. About a tablespoon of this. Teaspoon and a half of this. And a tablespoon of this. And I went on ahead and broke up these mushrooms. I didn't cut them. I just went on ahead and washed them. And then broke them up with my hand. Got my onion diced up. Yeah. So what we're going to do first is we're going to brown off this meat in batches. We're going to do a little bit at a time. In the pot, I got a half a stick of salted butter that I'm letting melt down and clarify until it get nice and foamy and start smelling it to get all that water out of it. And then I'm going to saute this pork up in small batches. Yeah, back in a minute. Okay, this is what I'm talking about when the butter gets nice and foamy. All that water then kicked out of it, you know, evaporated out of there, and it's starting to smell nice and nutty. Got a little brown flavor. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and do this bad boy in batches. Check this out. Okay, so got everything going. See how I whooped that up, sauteed everything. Got them noodles real nice and brown. Cooked them up in about 2.5-3 tablespoons of oil. Use any oil you like. I use canola oil. And then that little sauce that I found in the store, put that in there. Can of tomato sauce. Got everything covered with 5 cups of water. So I'm going to bring that to a boil. And then I'm going to let it reduce down. I'm going to check it in about 20-30 minutes. Back in a minute. Okay, so it's been about 25 minutes. Let this boil until I seen them noodles start to swell up. And let's see what we got. Oh yeah. It's looking pretty good. Look like a deal right out of Hollywood. Look at that, you got the Fideo noodles, got some kind of brown, got that little rice-a-roni look. Got that pork tri-tip. I didn't even know there was such a thing. And I got my, I diced up the mushrooms real small, so you know the kids won't zero in on it. And I diced up the onion, seasoned it with some Goyas. Yeah, it was about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. I gave the measurements out, but this was just season to taste, season to taste type of thing. Did it all in one pot. I don't know if you noticed that. This was a 1-pot meal. Did all this in 1 pot. So that is looking good. Look at that. I mean, that's yeah. All right, I'm gonna let this cool down. Then we're gonna get a bowl, baby. All right, back in a minute. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice good bowl of some soup. And I'm gonna be honest, I was making this up as I go. I mean, I knew the ingredients I had, but as far as putting it all together, I just made it up. Everything you've seen on this video was first time doing it, and this came out all right. Pretty good. The kids is eating it, dipping croissants in it, and that tastes pretty good because I did that. But let's get a good bite of some of this soup. Good spoonful. Look at that. Pork, mushrooms, onions, Fideo noodles, garlic, Goya, chili powder, black pepper, something to put together real quick. Alright, let's get some. Alright, let's get some of this soup that I made up. Nice little stew. It tastes alright. That's legit right there. It's not heavy. It's kind of light. You can eat a bowl of this and go do something. This ain't gonna give you that itis and have you going to sleep. Maybe if you eat 2 bowls. That pork broke down real good. Nice and tender. Good piece of meat. But that other chunk that I saved, I'm gonna definitely put that on some smoke with some of my orange rice. Yeah. Alright. Alright, this is your boy Keenan. Be sure to check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Keenan just feels like cooking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, comment. Let me know what's happening. Everybody be cool.